Cyclone Oswald come down and dumped 800 millimetres of rain. And yeah, went to work that morning, and I work at Manley School, primary school, and I was setting up because we're getting ready for the new term, and my kids rang me and said, "Mum, there's water coming in the yard." So I went home and saw, wow, it had been raining a fair bit, and said to the kids, well, might need to pack a bag. And my husband couldn't get home, he was stuck in Rockhampton, and it was just me and the 3 kids and the dog. So we're watching the water rise, and we've got a treadmill in the carport, and we're trying to lift it up. We've got it 4 bricks high, and got to the point and I said, that's it kids, just stop and get an overnight bag just in case, and walk them back over to our neighbour's house, and we seek refuge there. The water was about knee height when the kids walked through it, and they were pretty stressed and upset, crying, and they were carrying the dog out. And then my neighbour said, do you need to get stuff up? I never thought to pick stuff up inside the house. I said, no, I'll be right, it's okay. So we went down back to our house and picked up a TV. We had strangers that was stranded in their car on the highway, and they'd come in my front door, and I'm like, are you guys right? Do you need a hand? Can we help you? And they said, no, we've come to help you. And I said, I don't know, pick up the TV. So they picked up the TV and a few things, and picked up some albums, and then by the time we walked out and shut the door, the water was coming in the back door. And it all come down from the hills, the sky, and so we walked over to my neighbour's place and watched my house go under, and I'm sorry.
All over, glad you're over.
Oh, we were lucky we had our photo saved. Yeah, and all communications went down. Mobiles were all in. They just weren't working. And my neighbour didn't have a landline.
They were out anyway?
Yeah.
Landline was out too, everything was out.
Yeah, so, sorry, I haven't spoke about it for a while.
Yeah. You're all safe.
Yeah. I've got the best gift of all my families all together. Yeah. Well, what's making it so hard is the insurance. We had the assessor come, and he said that we'd be covered because it was a catastrophe, as the government called it, and now they've pulled out and they're not giving us anything. So we've only just moved back into our house, about 4 months. But yeah, when we were in the house next door, Bruce turned up in his boat.
Tucked him off the top floor.
I said, can you come and get me and the kids? And he did. So Bruce got me and the kids and dropped us off here, and my kids went over the railway line, and I stayed with Bruce to check on everybody else in the houses in the town. So
Found them all up the railway, most of them up the railway station.
they had to cut the back fences, the railway fences. That's where Bruce lives, up that way.
Go and get a couple of blokes and take them down the caravan park. He had to go and get his cat out of his caravan half under water, and he had to go and get a bit of tucker and whatever he could find. But all he was worried about was his cat. I knew the same as Carey's. The water just kept coming up, and lucky I had a mate, Nathan Best, was with me that day because he couldn't get home. He lives out the Yearlam. And I had a heap of milk crates at home. I was just lifting up freezers and fridges and packing them up off the ground. But after about 2 hours, we just give up in the end. And so my neighbours, Brockies, they were in town. They couldn't get here, so the roads were cut off. They were stuck in town for 3 days, I think it was, or something. So at 2 hours to look after, pulling off pumps and trying to save gear, electrical stuff and that. Yeah, and sort of, once we give up in the end, mate and I give up, but he's chasing the water up, so the boat was floating in the yard, so we got in it and started running around town then, just to make sure everyone was alright, or anyone needed a hand or anything. Went and delivered a bit of ice and that to, the freezers were floating, luckily there was still ice in them, so I took ice up to the people up at the railway station to keep their tucker cold. Took a bit of meat and stuff up, what was in my freezer, because it was getting dumped anyway, because it would have been all thawed out the next day and gone rotten. So. just share a little bit of tucking that around everybody. Eat it on the spot or eat it, pretty quick. Oh, I think everyone's closer now. Like, yeah.
We had a lot of outside support. We
Yeah.
had a lot of people from Marmor come out, all rural fire brigades from different regions. We had care packages for food come in. Finally, the hall doors were open, like people could get in, and people then stayed here from the railway station. They come up to here. Our rural fire brigade, it ended up being where all the donations went for clothing and personal items. Yeah, Marmor came and volunteered heavy machinery, Max Fletcher and James Wetzler and Tracy, and for me a positive out of that, the only way we could thank everybody, my husband and I, we nominated Marmor and Bajul community for a Regional Achievement and Community Award, and over 190 people applied and we were in the top 10. And yeah, so we got into the semi-finals and we feel that we've won because we're just blown away by it, and yeah, it was good to, that's a positive I've got. Yeah, just can't thank people enough.